I'm not going to be long today. I have going to be helping my dad with his doctor's appointment. He's got an eye appointment today, so I'm going to be helping him with that. And I hope that you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful week so far. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through, and today is December 1st, so Merry Christmas. Let's see. I'm not quite sure. Let's go ahead. I'll show you. We are going to be doing tags. I'm probably going to be doing a few videos on some different ideas for Christmas tags because we all could really use them with our gift packaging. And you know, they're kind of expensive in the store, or they're ugly, or they're just those stick-on ones and stuff. So we want to jazz up our packages. So this is one idea that I have that I thought I would share with you. This is the one we're going to create, but here's another idea. They're not very fancy. You can jazz it up as much as you would like to by just adding more layers or designer series paper, embellishments, fancier ribbons, however you want to do it. But these are just some basic, simple little ideas to hopefully inspire you. Hello, Anna. Thanks for joining today. So this is the one we're going to be making, and I have the stuff already ready. It's just made out of the white crinkle seam basic white cardstock for our stamping our tree and punching it out. And then our tag base, this is Sahara sand, and it is 3 inches by 4 inches, I believe, or 4 1/4. It might be 4 1/4. Let's see here. I need to put on my eyes so I can see what I'm doing. 3 inches by 4 1/4. So what I'm going to do is, if you have any house dies, or you could even probably, if you have your layering square dies, you could probably use the corner of that. Just slide your paper into where it just cuts the top of it. Anything that you have that will cut like that triangle, or triangle dies would work perfectly too to do this. But for me, I know that this is 3 inches long, so half of 3 inches is 1 1/2. So I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark at 1 1/2, and I know that that's going to be the center of my point. Then I'm just going to decide about how much of a pitch I want for my roof line, and then I'm just going to draw. And if I don't like it, I can just erase it before I cut it. It's not a big deal at all. So, well, nope, let's do it this way so that I can see. It's really dark in here. I've got my light on too, but it's like, So there. So I think that that looks, well, this one's not as long. I think I'm going to take, let me see here. I want to make sure I have enough of this to go on there. This side, I think, goes to this side. I want to make sure. I know there's probably an easier way to do this. I always seem to do things more difficult way, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to make this one a little shorter. So you can measure it and all that if you want it to be completely perfect, but I just want to be able to eyeball it and make it as close as I can to what I'm shooting for. I think this is probably going to be okay right here. So there we go. And it's still longer, but I'm going with it. I don't care. All right, so I'm going to take a longer pair of scissors right here to that little point right there. And then I'm going to take this side here and cut that just like that. And then there, that makes my little house. It's a little lopsided. I think I will try to fix that. That's going to bother me. Oh, the littlest thing. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's still kind of, you guys get the picture, right? So my roof is going to be lopsided. It's all right. I'm not going to stress over the small stuff. So that's going to go like that. Maybe it's really going to, but I can kind of hide it too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do our stamping first before we assemble anything, because if we mess up on our stamping, we can always flip it over or start over. But if we glue all of our stuff down, then we have to trash the whole thing. So I am using May This Special Season Be Wrapped in Love and Joy. I'm bringing in an older stamp set that is still current and available. It is the plaid, can't remember Perfectly Plaid stamp set right here. And we're going to use this tree, and this is the sentiment right here. May this special season be wrapped in love and joy. I'm using Cherry Cobbler, and I'm just going to stamp it as straight as I can at the bottom, kind of centering it, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp our tree. I'm going to close up the red because we're done with that. I'm going to take the plaid tree and I'm going to use Memento. That one I used the StazOn, but I'm not sure I really like the way it's stamped. And I also didn't have my piercing mat underneath me to give me some cushion, which probably would make a difference. So if I can find it really fast, I will use it. Oh, here we go. Just stick that right there. And then we're just going to stamp our tree just like that. And then we're going to punch it out using the tree punch just like so. This was one of my favorite bundles when it first came out. You cannot purchase it in a bundle anymore, but you still can get the punch and the stamp set separately. If I can line this up right. Okay, give that a punch. And then that is going to go right here. Let's put our roof line on here. Roof line, what do you call this? Chris, you know what this is called. What is it? Edging, trimming. Hey, Chris. I mean, Lynette. I saw the comment where Chris said, or Lynette said, hi, Chris. And I said, Chris instead of Lynette. Oh, goodness. So how are you guys doing on all your Christmas decorating? And are you ready for Christmas yet? Me? No, I am not. All right, so I'm just going to line this up just like so. And remember, I can trim my edges, so I'm not worried about them at all. So if one is hanging further down than the other one, I can just trim it and make it line up. Not a big deal. Just like so. We can even make our roof pitch, whoops, straighter. There we go. So I'm going to trim this just to make that a little more even. I got glue where I didn't want it, but it's all right. All right, so when you guys make yours, you can always make yours a little bit neater than mine. Kind of doing this kind of rushed. All right, so we're going to use our dimensionals and place those on the tree. Ooh, not that many. On the back of the tree. Glue on my fingers. All right. I really love the multi-purpose glue, but boy, let me tell you what, when you get it on your fingers, take a glue dot to adhere our bow. Put our bow on top of the tree. Just, see the glue stuck to me, to my finger, and then just pull my bow. No, now it's too little to redo. Maybe I can salvage it. I gotta get that glue off my finger because it's sticking to everything. Let me get that off somehow. If I had some of my hand sanitizer, that would take the glue off. Anyway, my bow is all messed up now. We're gonna run with it, right? You guys get the picture. I know you do. Wrong scissors. Just kind of give this a trim up just to make it look a little neater. No, it's a little ruffled, but anyway, you guys see what I'm doing, right? Let's get another glue dot, and hopefully my ribbon won't stick to my finger. Anyway, so there we go. So we salvaged a little bit. And then we're going to take a hole punch. I'm just using, wow, my head keeps getting right in the picture frame. I'm just using this retired, I think it's a 1/4 inch, not a 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch hole punch. Punch a hole in it so that we can take our twine. I'm taking some linen thread and take some right off of here. And I'm going to pull this through here. Still got sticky on my fingers. Pull that just like so. And then voila. So you can line your edges up so that it looks cleaner in the back. However you want to do it. You can jazz it in some of these black rhinestones on here. We are going to use a couple of, we'll put a littler one right here, and then one right there. So then there we go. So there is our tag. This one is shorter than this one, but it's because I kind of messed up the roof line. But anyway, so there we go. There we go. All right, now let's go to, hopefully you guys like that one. I think you're gonna really like this next one. And again, you guys, you can use any punches, any dies, if you have designer series paper that you really like and has little like animals or any kind of things on it. You can always fussy cut those out and use those on your Christmas tags as well. And make some really cute things. So this is our next one. I've got a piece of cherry cobbler, and I've got, I do not remember the name of this one, but this carried over, I believe it is, oh, I'm glad you guys like that Christmas tag. I'm sorry I goofed it up, but you know, hey, that kind of stuff happens. But I think you guys get the a sentiment from Tidings and Trimmings. This is one of my favorite ones from this year. And it's the most wonderful time of the year. I've got a piece of cardstock that is 3 inches? No, I'm sorry, 2 3/4 of an inch wide. And I'm not worrying about how high it is because we'll trim it down. I'm gonna bring in some cherry cobbler. And we are just going to ink this up and stamp this. I'm going to stamp it right about there, towards the bottom, but not all the way at the bottom. Maybe more towards the center, actually, I think is what I'm going to do, because we're going to add some holly to this. And we want some room for the holly. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to close this up because we're done with this. I'm going to bring in my trimmer. And I am going to trim off maybe a inch. We're going to go with that. Yeah. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to trim off probably about 1/8 of an inch. And let me see if I like that. And I am okay with that. No, I think I am going to trim a little more. Decisions, right? Another 1/8. There we go. And I am good with that. All right, so now we're gonna pop this up. We're gonna pop it up, make it a little bit fancier, because you guys know I love using my dimensionals because they make things so much fancier. And I don't want this to go anywhere, so using probably way more dimensionals than I need, but it is all right. And then we're going to pop this up right in the center here, just like so. A little higher. Well, this can see what I'm doing and not my head. All right, there we go. All right, and then we're going to take our holly leaves that are with the coordinating dies to this, and I've already die cut those out, and I used garden green. And also, let me mention too, that this paper is Old Olive, and I believe Mossy Meadow is your greens in this, and the red is Real Red. But it looks so nice with the cherry cobbler, and the garden green looks so nice with it as well. So the colors are just really awesome match, and you can use any ones you want to. I'm going to use a glue dot. You can use any kind of glue you want, your tape runner, your multi-purpose glue, but I'm just going to use a glue dot, and I'm going to carefully just set that down there so that I can arrange this the way that I want to. So I'm going to do just like this. Actually, I'm going to turn it around like this. No, I'm going to do it the other way. Don't you hate it when your mind takes a blank and you're like, how is this supposed to go? It's called the roofline edge. Thank you, Chris. So we did a roofline edge. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it just like this. Well, maybe like that. Just like, try to, because I'm going to add some little red rhinestones on here for the berries. Just like so. And then we're going to take, if I can find them, I know I laid them out. Just where did they go is the question. Aha, right here. So from the holiday rhinestones, I'm going to use this little red ones, and we're going to put just a couple right in here, 3 to be exact. 2, actually 2 probably works great. So we'll just put 2. You can put 3. You can rearrange your leaves if you want to put 3 so that it gives you a little bit more room to put 3. That's enough room. So good. All right, so there we go. So now all that's left is our punch, our little hole for our string, our ribbon. So there we go. And then I'm going to bring in the sheer ribbon in real red. And this, I think that's going to go just fine too. We can tie a bow with this too, or not. I probably just got too much, but it's okay. And of course you can really mark where you want to put your hole, or if you see straight, which I don't, you can just eyeball it to punch your hole straight. Mine is a little off-centered. But you guys know that about me. That's nothing new. Yay, Lynette's almost done decorating. Chris is done decorating. Yay. I'm almost done. Almost. I'm not going to do too much more. Okay, I am going to do it like this. You can do a little loopity-loop like I did on this tag here, where you make that little loopity-loop, but I'm just going to do it like this. And then I'm going to bring in some white baker's twine if I can find it. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Let me run over here real quick. Or, not. Let's see. Or maybe, yeah, let's see if I can find a little piece, just a little piece somewhere. Hold on. Oh, that's the linen thread. I guess I'll use some linen thread. I wanted to use white, but here's a piece. Okay, so we'll just use this. I'm not quite sure where this is from, but we're going to use it. Just like so. We're going to tie a knot and then a bow. So, just like that. Tie a knot so that it stays nice and tight. Well, maybe. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to slide that down. I love the way things just go so smoothly on a Facebook Live. Oh, okay, here we go. And then we're going to tie a nice little bow. Try to. And then we're going to pull this and pull this, and then you can let that hang if you want to, or you can trim it however you want to do it, whatever you like. I'm going to trim mine just a little bit so it doesn't, oh, I just trimmed that too much. Oh well, there we go. Fluff the bow out. Yeah, I wished I would have left those a little bit longer, so maybe we'll just make our bow a little smaller and go with that. There we go. And then there we go. So there's another tag idea for you. Very, very simple. So all you have to do is just add what you might want to do. And there we go. So we've got that one that we just did. And then this one. And then where is that other one? There's another sample idea of using the house style. You can do it like this, or you can even use and make your little roof edge line and do that to this too. Or if you have any of our house stamps and stuff like that, you can stamp windows. You can do anything that you like. You can stamp a winter wonderland, anything that you can think of. Just play with it and have fun, because these are going to jazz up any of your Christmas packages that you are going to be giving away this year to someone special. And again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know that today is a short Facebook Live, but I thank you so much. Thank you for your support and all that you do for me. Please share this video so that we can spread the love and the joy of stamping. And I will see you next time. Doodly-doo.